Welcome to the fourth episode of T-Shirt Chronicles with me, your host, T-Shirtman Los, and special guest Trish from Just Be You Apparel. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good.
Have you had a busy day? I seen you was packing orders and stuff earlier when I had jumped on the live.
Earlier, I was pretty much going through the new orders that I got in from my Luxe collection.
I had seen the Luxe collection. Is that new to the
Yes,
brand?
yes. So the Luxe Babe collection is for my ladies. I do have a Luxe Gent that's coming out, and pretty much is for that woman that is confident, sophisticated. You know, she's a real boss. She commands attention when she walks into the room. And I wanted to bring more of like a more luxury feel to a sweatshirt and a t-shirt that you could either dress it down or you could dress it up with a pair of heels and go out with your dude on date night and really feel sexy.
Okay, I like that. Is that going to be like a whole separate brand?
Well, it's just a collection underneath Just Be You Apparel. It's my more luxury part of the brand because, you know, I focus on like street, it's like a really classy streetwear.
Yeah.
So it's actually streetwear, but it's a more upscale-ish type of streetwear to where now you could take the t-shirt and then dress it up with accessories and blazers and heels and boots and take it to the next level.
I was getting the fashion vibe on your page, on your TikTok
Yeah.
page. I was getting that type of vibe and stuff. I thought I was gonna go through, and of course, I'm T-shirt man low, so you know I'm all about T-shirts and stuff like
Exactly.
that. So thought I was gonna go through, and it was gonna be a T-shirt brand type. But as I was going through and stuff, and I got a good feel of your brand, I felt fashion. I feel like it was more than just T-shirts.
Right, because Just Be You Apparel is not just like me saying Just Be You is not it's not just a statement, it's a whole movement that I'm creating over here. Like I need people to understand that you always have to be your authentic self and no matter what you do in life. And my brand is here to help you to navigate through everyday life. If you are a business owner, I don't want you to be like everybody else. I need you to stand out because that's what's going to attract people to your brand by you being authentic, not by you copying the next person because we like the next person, but we're trying to get to know you. And if you're acting like the next person, how can we resonate with your brand? So that's where I come in.
So that vibe right there is what the whole Just Be You brand and stuff came from. Could you tell me the beginning of the Just Be You brand? Where did it all start?
Well, it's so crazy that you asked me about it because I was actually using another name almost 3 years ago. And then very early on in the t-shirt business, because I've been in business for over 13 years, but in the t-shirt industry, I realized, okay, they're using this tag, this name, and I knew that it would be kind of hard for me to trademark it. So I kind of maneuvered the words and stuff like that. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just be myself. Let me get away from whatever I was using because everybody's using that. And I can't really brand myself with that name that I was trying to go with. So then that's where Just Be You came in. I was like, okay, I'm just going to be myself. I'm going to be authentic. And I'm just going to come out with something that people could resonate with. And people resonate with me. So that's where that came from. I didn't want to be like any other brand. I wanted to put out what I wanted to put out, and I wanted people to feel it. And so when I speak it and I dress it, and you know, people, they see it, they resonate with it, and they're like, it's a conversational piece, really, because when you're walking and they be like, they're trying to understand, just be you. Oh, I like that. So now we can have a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's exact what you just said is exactly how it was. I was like, just be you Apparel, or just be you. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, okay, because the just be you, when I say it sounds simple, that's not an insult. Like it's obvious.
Right.
It should, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just be you.
That's it. It's simple. like with you, and that's why I like your brand, because there is nobody else like you. Like, you have built your brand to where people are like, they resonate with you. It's just something that you bring to your brand, and that's what attracted me to go and hop onto your TikTok, because your skits and everything that you were doing was just so funny, but it was relatable. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, he's being real authentic. Like, I could rock with him because he ain't out here being like everybody else. So you already had me with your skits and just being yourself. Like, everything that you talked about, I'm like, man, I'd be going through that too. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I'm telling you. And when I went on your page, like, hold on, quick. Gotta get the shine out. I went on your TikTok page. I always got to go to the beginning. Like, because when you first followed me and everything, and then I got turned on to you, and I went over there because I'm all about people. If you support me, I'm about supporting you. You know, I went over there. I caught your vibe. And everything, and I was like, oh man, that's cool and stuff. And then when I really got deep into your page and stuff like that, I was like, oh, she's more than just her business. Like, she has character. She's funny. Like,
yeah. Yeah, like, I offer, because when I do training with my JBU besties, and for those of you that are wondering what's a JBU bestie, a JBU bestie, I created like this tribe of business-minded individuals, right? And we get together like every single day, y'all, like for real, every day. And we talk about business. We talk about how we could support one another. We talk about how to take our brands to the next level. And while a lot of them may not be in the t-shirt industry or in the clothing industry, the information that I give out is still relatable to what they do. So they can take the tips and the tricks and the advice that I give them, and then they can still apply it to their business. So I've built a major tribe on TikTok, believe it or not, of like loyal followers that as soon as I go live, they all come in and we have real life conversations about the struggles and the wins, and we support one another.
And I honestly believe that can help people a lot more than people want to do something. They can go find the information and get the information. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, but to be in a group or in with a bunch of individuals sharing the information, knowing you're going through similar things, and maybe I can help you with this that you didn't know. I was doing this. This is what I was doing. And just to have those good conversations helps people just as much, because we're gonna have this conversation. As we have this conversation, gems are being dropped.
Exactly. And I love it because we can really help new business owners that are up and coming to not make the same mistakes that we've made and we've suffered through. And that's what I try to tell people. Like, I'm not trying to act like I know it all, because I know that there's a lot of stuff that I still need to learn. But I am going to give you my experience in what I've been through in business, not only for 13 years, but also in the clothing industry, so that if you decide that you want to open up your own t-shirt brand or your own clothing brand, that you know that there's certain steps that need to be taken. It's just a whole lot that goes into it. But once you get down the simple steps and you plan it correctly, your business will thrive. But you got to be open to getting advice or coaching or whatever you want to call it from other people that's been there and that has done that.
Exactly. And I seen that on your TikTok page. It's full of, you're doing new things. I see, like, you get to experience your new journeys in tie dyes and everything and stuff. Because
Yeah,
I
that's
seen you
something
went
new
from
for me.
fashion to the tie dyes and stuff like that. And you're sharing your information also. And your information, these are things that you've gone through. These are things that you've experienced in your journey and stuff like that. And
Yes.
you're just sharing it with the people.
Exactly. But not only that, as a business owner, you have to invest in yourself. So therefore, I have done paid courses with coaches that may not necessarily have a t-shirt business, but say they have like a boutique. I have paid money to learn how to like really run a business, the necessary steps into like marketing, and just pretty much overall showcasing my brand. And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand how to do. You cannot start a t-shirt business and you don't know who you're targeting. So that's like the first step right there. You got to know your target audience, because if you don't, you can't really assume that you're targeting the world, because the world doesn't want what you have. It's a certain demographic of people that are looking for what you have, and you got to be able to tap into that and do your research, so
Who was out of some of the classes and the people that you took advice from and stuff like that, which one or who was your most, you think some of your best advice from? Class
I
or
would
person?
say she is the guru of all gurus, and is Jance Charte. She is like $1 million, damn near like boutique owner slash, she's really like a coach. She's been in that whole fashion on the back end of it, working for other companies and helping to build other companies. And now she has her own company to where she teaches you how to really build your brand and scale it. Now, I haven't taken her like overall class just yet, but they do have like summits. And I would advise anybody that's looking to go into business, like take somebody's summit, which is mainly like a weekend course that, you pay your money into, and you sit there for a few hours and you get the gems. And these gems are going to like really save your life and save your business. Because one thing that I could take away from one of the summits that I did with her is my email automation. And a lot of people don't know about email automation, and they don't know how to properly set up their email funnels in order to now grab those people that came to the website and they left and they had stuff in the cart, like your abandoned cart people that throw a whole bunch of clothes in there, and then maybe they got distracted and then they didn't buy from you, and you're sitting there like, well, I seen 5 people come on my website and it looked like they were getting ready to check out and they didn't. Well, by having an automated system on your website, you are now able to capture those people in a series of different emails. So just by taking her course, she dropped major gems, and now I'm all set up to capture people that come to the website, from my welcoming email to like my first time buyers email to my abandoned cart people. These are things that you really should learn in order to scale your business.
And that helped just that information with your website and everything like that help build up your brand a lot.
Oh, I mean, definitely, because you figure if you can send a series of emails, like 3 emails to someone, by the third one, if you sent them like an enticing, say for instance, small coupon, like, hey, you left something in your cart, but here's 10% or here's 15% off, they may just grab that and now you got the sale. What if somebody put $100 worth of stuff in their cart and they left it, but you have $100 free shipping policy? Now your sequence of emails will retarget that person and say, guess what? You could have got all of this stuff with free shipping if you just would have checked out. Here go 10%. So that you can help them to finish the transaction.
Yeah, that I can see how that would make somebody, like, that made me want to go finish shopping. If I did abandon the cart, somebody hit me with an email and tell me, hey, look, you can get this much more off that cart you just abandoned.
Exactly. But if you're not getting the emails, then it's not gonna, and you know,
it's not gonna resonate.
Right.
Yeah, I don't forgot about that.
Exactly. But if it's a series of emails, by the third one, they may send you an enticing offer, and you'd be like, shoot, I could save 15%. Let me go on and get this.
And all these emails come out, like these emails going out automatically.
Yeah, you set them up on a schedule.
I can dig that.
That's a gem.
I'm gonna have to check that. What's the name of that again?
It's just basically like email automation. You can download the app. If you have Shopify, you could download like Privy. Privy is an app that's incorporated with Shopify that will allow you to do a sequence of emails to your customers. You can also do it with your text marketing also. Like Postscripts. Postscripts will also send out a series of text messages reminding them that they forgot something in their cart. And you could get real creative. Like, it's amazing. So Privy and Postscripts.
You get a lot of, and you've got a lot of business from. You got a lot of business from there.
Yeah, because you can actually track it. It'll say, guess what? Like, you were able to, capture this amount of money from these amount of people because your email was working. Pretty much your campaign that you did for abandoned carts was working.
Something I want to know too while I was on your TikTok. Why haven't you blown up? Why is your TikTok not blown up?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, because let me tell you,
I'm on your TikTok. I don't see what's missing. Like, you consistent. You got the content. You got the energy. You got the vibe. That's what I be talking about with TikTok.
I don't know what it is. And for those of you, my TikTok is Just Be You Apparel. He's going to put it in the comments below.
It's going to pop up on the screen.
But with TikTok, this is what I noticed. Somebody could have 80,000 to 100,000 followers and go live on TikTok and only have 5 people on their live. I could have 3,000 people and have at least anywhere between 20 to 30 people on my live. The difference between me having 3,000 and them having 80,000 is the content and my being relatable to the people on my live. Like, I create connections with people on my live. People vibe with me because I am just that type of person that they feel like they resonate with. The problem is with TikTok, if you have a video that goes viral overnight, you will get anywhere between 50 to 80K people like your post and probably will follow you. But what you got to understand, in the t-shirt market, that is not your target audience. Those are not people that want what you have. Let me repeat that. They don't want what you have. They only liked your video because you were funny. You might have been from their state. They had nothing better else to do and they decided to like your post. That doesn't mean that they like your clothing line or they like that t-shirt that you just dropped. It doesn't mean anything. And that's why a lot of TikTokers that are in business are struggling to get people to get on their lives so that they can give out information, because the people that are following them don't care.
Yeah, they got a whole bunch of followers. They dropped the video that went viral, and they got all them followers and stuff, but that's not their people.
Exactly. So what I try to do is I try to target people that are looking for what I do. Not only do I do clothing, but I I do like content strategy and business strategy with other small businesses. So I have two different audiences that follow me. So in my bestie tribe, while those young ladies and men, they may love what I do and they support me and they may buy things, but they're also there because I give out good business tips and advice. You see what I'm saying? So they're always going to be loyal to me. And that's what I'm building. I'm building a tribe of loyal people that says, you know what, we vibe with Trish. She rock out with us. She give us good tips. They always have their notebooks out because they never know when I'm going to drop gems. And the one thing that makes me different from every other TikToker is that I always showcase another brand. It's not about me. See, that's what y'all don't understand. I will have people come on my live. I will showcase, like I would showcase you. I would shut everything down and have everybody go to your website and show you love. They will shop with you off of the strength of me. You see what I'm saying? So now you're getting my traffic that you normally would not have tapped into because I am letting people know, hey, we got to uplift this brother. We're going to stop what we're doing right now and we're going to go to his website and we're going to look to see what he has. And I tell them, look, if you can't afford anything, it's okay. Show him love. Go to his Instagram, like a few videos, you know, comment, because the more people comment on your content is the further your stuff will get out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what separates me from other businesses, that I support other businesses.
So even with the amount of followers that you got, you're still able to touch a large amount of people.
Yes, because I'll have anywhere between maybe 40 to 50 people on my live at one time, which a lot of people be like, oh, that ain't nothing. But it is something when these people when these people are focused on supporting other people and they rock with me because of who I am, not because of whatever else. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. To maintain that number in a live says it says a lot right there. And that's what I try to do myself. I'm not about trying to grow fast. I'm just trying to grow with the right people.
Right. That's the key word. You got to grow with the right people, with the right tribe of people, because we see you. I see you. I look at your video stats. Your video stats are good. Like, you got good stats. I just want you, like you would tell me, stay consistent. This platform that you are giving me an opportunity to be on is amazing. I would love to do something like this on my YouTube, but I don't know what it is. Like,
yeah. I was gonna say, don't nothing come out of the butt.
I'm trying.
Shit.
I dropped some videos here and there. I'm working on it. It's a process in my head that I got to go through because I like things a certain type of way. But eventually I will get on here. I started transferring some of my content over to my YouTube. Yeah, but we see you, and I just want to say thank you for having me on this platform, because this is an amazing opportunity to really share what I do with others. So thank you for that.
Man, I appreciate you even sharing your energy with me, reaching out to share your energy with me. Like I say, I'm a vibe. I'm all about the vibe. We doing the same thing. So it ain't no, if we can come on here and we can vibe together and share some information, and some people can get some things from a good conversation.
Right.
And that's lovely. And I love people like you because I can easily I'm not consistent. If you look, I'm not consistent with my posting.
Right. And that's the one thing that I stress with the JBU Bestie Squad. Like, they already know I give them homework assignments. Like, these are grown people, and I give them homework assignment. I'm like, look, this week's assignment is you are to post 3 to 5 times every day. You are to tag me in every last one of your posts, and you are to tag 3 other besties so that we all keep each other accountable. And what they're noticing now, since we've been doing that now for 2 weeks now, going on 3 weeks, that they're getting more views. They're getting more people to engage in their content. They're getting more sales. They're getting more people to follow them, and they're getting more confident in what they do. It's bringing them out of their shell. So it's just an amazing journey to see the people that surround me growing, and that's a wonderful thing.
That's something I've seen. That's something I've seen a lot of. That's like my favorite part of it, like the vibe. I'm giving off a vibe, and people catching my vibe, and I'm getting a lot of just, man, I seen how you moving, and I seen how you doing things, and it inspired me to go ahead and do it. It makes me want to go ahead and do it, man. And like I don't feel no type of way. I just want to do it.
And I'm gonna be expecting at least 3 videos from you every day. I'm just saying.
I gotta step it up. I really have to step it up. But I really I got a vibe. I have to be able to my energy got to be right to get on there, and but I know I could come up and just put some content on there with some music and stuff like that and make some posts. But when it's me putting myself on there, like,
you're like me.
I don't even want to fake it. I don't even want to fake it when I'm doing my my TikTok, my funny TikToks. That's real energy I'm giving out there.
Exactly. I don't be wanting to fake it either. Like, y'all don't understand. I be doing like 30 takes, like take 30.
Yeah. So
by the time you see a take, I did that take like 40 times. Like, no lie.
I seen your early. Oh, well then, I know when you first started TikTok, I know you was doing full skits. You were doing full skits when you first got on TikTok.
I was.
And you was on point. The wording, a lot of people do their TikToks and stuff, and you know the words be off and stuff. And
yeah.
With your lips wording on everything. So I know you took a bunch of takes.
Yes, I did. Especially anything dealing with Kevin Hart. My voice, like everything had to be right. You had to feel it. So yes. You know what I'm saying? But then now I got my TikToks down to about like 10 to 15 seconds now versus like a whole minute. But you know, I had fun with it.
And you've been on TikTok since 2020.
Oh, you pay attention. Wow.
That's why I'm like,
you know what? I was on there, but I wasn't on there for business. I didn't start getting on there for business until this year, like a couple months back. That's why I'm not at 30K or whatever right now.
But even your, because my first content was just the same as yours. It wasn't business content. It was just me being me, doing what I do, what I find funny and stuff like that. And my views wasn't all the way right until I started mixing my funniness with the business.
Exactly. That's the key. People think that you need to be business every single day. People don't want to see that. Okay? People want to see your personality. They want to see you shine. They want to get to know you. Because in business, catch this gem. People do business with who they like, know, and trust. So if they don't like you, they're not going to do business. If they don't trust you, they're not going to do business. And if they know you, you're lucky if they do business. But if they feel like they know you through your funny videos, because you can be funny one moment, you could be serious, you could be compelling, you could be compassionate, and it's genuine, they're going to feel that. They're going to resonate with that. So then when you say, hey, I got this t-shirt I'm launching, they're going to feel compelled to support you because you've drawn them into who you are.
Yes.
Like my t-shirt right now, which is Millionaire Mom Loading. I just dropped this t-shirt along with my Luxe collection today. And the women in business that are coming out, these new wave of women, they're all about, you know, like running their businesses, being a boss. A lot of them are mommypreneurs. And I'm a mom of 2 girls, and I have the mindset that I know I'm going to be a millionaire. So I said, okay, how do I wear a shirt that says screaming, I'm going to be a millionaire, makes me feel good, but lets people know I ain't a millionaire just yet, but I am loading. I'm loading. It's coming.
Like that.
It's coming. So, you know, I try to think of things like that people will resonate with. So,
are you working? Because this is something I noticed. I seen the just be you go from it being the just be you to you incorporating the Millionaire Mom, the Luxe Baby collection. Is it going to be different things like that?
Yeah. So my Just Be You brand is exactly what it is, because I'll be launching it'll be my new JBU collection in January. That's the house brand. But my Millionaire Mom and my Luxe Babe are just small collections underneath the house brand. You understand? So Just Be You Apparel will always be the main brand. That's my baby. You'll always see that. But just to give my audience a little bit more, you know, I wanted to create like a little collection of like motivational T-shirts that they could resonate in, and that they could vibe in, knowing that we are still Just Be You Apparel, but you are being you. You're being a mom. You're on your way to being a millionaire. So we just wanted to bring out something a little bit different to test the audience, to see what they're feeling. And a lot of moms is feeling it. I mean, in the T-shirt industry, you got to test a little something to figure out what your audience likes, you know, because it's not about what I like. It's what y'all like. And I hope this is something that y'all resonate with. If there's any moms out there and you know that you work from home, you got kids, and you're running a business and you're going to school, you are a millionaire mom. You're a mom that's about to be a millionaire. You're loading right now. And people need to know that. Speak
it into existence.
Exactly.
I like that. I see your family is very supportive. And y'all working as a unit over there.
Definitely. I got my daughters, they model for me. I have my dude, he definitely steps in, and he's always a model for me. The one thing that I want y'all to understand, that when you're in the T-shirt industry or like athleisure wear apparel, your pictures is what's going to capture your audience attention. And I don't want y'all to think that you have to spend an arm and a leg to get great pictures, because some of the pictures I've taken myself with my iPhone and they've come out, like my Luxe Babe collection was taken with an iPhone and it came out amazing. You just got, yeah, I was the photographer on that shoot. And if you look at the pictures, they came out amazing, right?
You did the video and everything with the phone?
Yes, I did everything. Everything that I've been dropping, that is me. Okay? Me.
Man, I'm telling I luxury. The vision is a look. It looks real good.
Thank you. I really thank you. I appreciate that. That's me.
It gives me boutique vibes.
Yeah.
I get more than just clothing brand vibes. I get boutique vibes. I get
upscale-ish.
Yes.
Because it's still a crew neck sweatshirt in a basic T-shirt, but it's how you dressed it. It's how you take it to the, because now you being yourself, you being authentic. So you gonna flip it and do what you do to make it your own. See, that was a basic T-shirt in all those pictures. But what my model did was she brought in some vintage pieces to now take that basic T-shirt to the next level. So you got to think outside the box when you have your brand. So when you do your pictures, you got to have to think about, well, what am I trying to translate to my audience? What do I want my audience to see when they see this sweatshirt? Do they want to see people working out in it? Do they want to see people like on a date night with it? And then you set the scene. Because when you set the scene and you get good pictures, now people are like, ooh, I can see myself in that. You see what I'm saying? But then on your website, you also got to make sure, this is just a little tip because I see a lot of people that don't do it. They don't put a description on what it is that they're selling. You just can't say millionaire mom shirt. Okay, you got to give your audience like this experience. So you got to write it out. And when they read it, they be like, ooh, like that's me. Like, yes. And,
another
oh,
gym. Another gym just got dropped.
I could do that. Like, oh, I didn't even think about pairing this with this. And you got to give your audience a quick description on how they could take your t-shirt and you could take it to the next level. So never leave your descriptions empty when you're describing your t-shirt or your sweatshirt. Give your audience an experience. So when they read it, they're like, that's me. I need that.
And it don't just say million, like it just don't say what the shirt say in the description. It says such shirt.
Exactly. Like, are you a millionaire? Are you a mommypreneur in the making? You know what I'm saying? Like, blah, 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 blah. And when you're writing it out, they're like, yeah, that's me. Like, I'm a mom. Like, yeah, I have kids. I'm running a business from home. I feel like, you know, they resonate with it. But you got to let people read it. You just can't put up, buy this t-shirt and then think people want to. You got to put the t-shirt on somebody that's really gonna like bring the t-shirt alive. It's okay to do flat lays, but people want to see people in your clothes. Get people in your clothes. I'm telling you, you will sell so much more.
For real. You got it. People want to see people in. So do you do mock-ups or any?
Yes. I mean, yeah, I mean, I do mock-ups. Like, if I'm designing, because I'm also a graphic designer. So if I'm designing, I'll do like a mock-up so I can kind of look at it. Like I said, I deal with a manufacturer also. So I'll do a mock-up and send it to him. And then he'll do another mock-up to be like, okay, is this exactly what you want? But yeah.
And that's another question since we went there. How much I thought that I seen that you was getting things shipped in, but I'm also seeing that you printing up at the house too. Like, how much is what's the percentage of when you getting this much shipped in, you printing up what?
I would say it's like a 50-50 for me.
Yeah.
With my Just Be You Apparel brand, the house brand, I put a lot into that. That type of material is cut from scratch. It's cut and sew pretty much. So my manufacturer cuts the material. I design it. We decide on the colors, the buttons, the strings, the zippers, everything. And most of that stuff is embroidered. Okay. Yeah. So my manufacturer does all of that. Then I am able to design my own graphics because I'm a graphic designer. And then I get my heat transfers made, and I pick out really, really good, amazing quality sweatshirts and t-shirts that are super soft, because now I know what my customers like because of the feedback and the reviews that they give me saying like, yo, your t-shirts are like one of the softest that and they last long. And I have a heat press, I do sublimation, so I'm able to do these things at home while my manufacturer can do the bigger projects for me and get that stuff out, because that's more stuff that I'm ordering.
Oh, okay. Do you plan on eventually cutting out the manufacturing and doing your own embroidery and everything?
I mean, I would love my own embroidery machine. That's definitely something that I thought about. But that would come. But if I get an embroidery machine, it would have to be like the best of the best. Like, you know what I'm saying? It can't be like a small one because of the type of stuff that I want to put out. But for right now, a manufacturer works well for me because they can do stuff in bulk. So if ever I do blow up one day, which is coming, then I could be like, look, I need 100 pieces in such and such amount of days. And because they have so much equipment, they're able to do that for me.
About you outsourcing with your brand. Are you outsourcing overseas or are you in state?
I'm outsourcing overseas.
How you find them? Don't tell me. Did you get one of the people through Instagram?
Yeah.
For real? You answered one?
And he ended up being an amazing manufacturer. Amazing. I went off of faith, but what I did was I made sure that we had very long conversations. I made sure that he did everything I needed him to do, like send me mock-ups, send me samples. If the samples wasn't right, I was like, this ain't right. I need a better size. I need the colors is off. And he was able to work with me until we got it right. So it was just by the grace of God that it worked out. And it's crazy because there's somebody on TikTok and he was like, look, I got a whole lot of stuff to ship out. And I'm like looking in the pictures and I seen their logo as one of the stuff that he was getting ready to ship out. And I was like, oh, so that's who that person's manufacturer is. We both got the same manufacturer. So,
Made you feel a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, because that person's brand is dope too. Like, I'm like, oh, I like your stuff, but come to find out, we both got the same person doing our stuff.
That's cool. That's cool. Hey, you one of the first testimonies that somebody was like, hey, yeah, man, I went overseas. I answered one of those Instagram messages.
I did, but
them people be having me scared to post sometimes.
Let me tell you, they will hunt you down, but it's all about having a conversation with them. And we also did WhatsApp. So as I was actually able to meet him, he showed me around the facility, his shop and everything like that. I even met his mom. So, I knew that it was legit when you meet in family members and you meet in the team, and he would send me video footage of like my stuff being made in different stages. So it was good. The only thing that I would tell y'all is to make sure you do your research. Sometimes they get excited, and you just got to make sure you stay on top of them to make sure that they're still giving you quality work.
Yeah. I can definitely see that. Cause I promise, I would just think with the overseas things,
it's scary.
It's scary.
You sending your money through MoneyGram or Western Union or whatever you're doing, and you praying to God that they gonna do the work. But I'm just lucky. So right now we're just working on my collection that's gonna come out next month. So I'm excited.
Now I seen you using the Cricut, so you using vinyl, but I also seen you using the transfers, the heat transfers, the screen printing heat transfers too.
I love it. Let me tell you, whoever came up with heat transfers was the genius, because it really saves you time and a lot of headaches. Don't get me wrong, I like vinyl. Vinyl is great if you have the patience for it. But with heat transfers, it's just like a different type of beast, because it's like you just get your sheet, you set your heat press to a certain temp, boom, you press it after like 5 to 7 seconds or whatever, and it's done. You could do multiple amounts of T-shirts in a less amount of time than doing it through vinyl, where you got to weed it, cut it, press it.
I was probably like 3 years in and I discovered transfers.
I mean, I heard of it, but I was nervous. I was like, what is this? I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know nothing about that. But then after I started seeing how much business I started getting in, I'm like, there got to be an easier way.
That's what I'm all about. And I think my not wanting to be that much part of do too much production and stuff because I'm not one of the people that got the patience for weeding and stuff like that. So
it's a lot.
Yeah, I'm looking for. I want the easiest way to get what I need to do, the easiest best way. I want good quality, but I want to do it a piece. I want peace. I don't want to be stressed out about doing whatever I do.
And
Found transfers. I've been addicted to transfers ever since. I ain't done nothing but transfers.
Yeah, I love transfers. I mean, once you figure out how to the trick is learning how to gang up a certain amount on a sheet. That's the trick. So now that I know what the measurements are in order to fit 2 big graphics on one sheet, now I'm good. And you need to also learn that the more you order is the cheaper your price will be. So say you said, oh, I only want 12 sheets and those 12 sheets is like $50. But if you would have gotten like 3 more extra sheets, now your price might be like $30. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta play around with it.
So I see you was going through Transfer Express. Is Transfer Express the only transfer company that you're going through right now?
Yeah, at this time I do have an account with Supercolor. I haven't tried them just yet. I'm pretty sure that they're just as good, but I'm just comfortable with Transfer Express. They're pretty quick. And now I'm finding out that whenever I need to reorder, like as long as my design is in their system, that second batch of designs will go out like within a day because they already have it. They just need to just make it. And they keep your designs on file. I want to say they said 3 years, or like they keep your designs on file for a long time. See, that's really good because you don't want a company that every time you go, they throw your designs away and now you got to set it up again. So you just go click on what you want and now they'll just send it right back out to you quicker than the first time.
Did you make the mistake when you first went through them and ordered just one design on the transfers instead of ganging it?
No, I actually ganged on my first.
Oh, for real?
I actually ganged on my first, and then I think it was maybe like the 3rd or 4th one I started doing one, and I'm like, nah, I need at least 2 designs on one sheet. That'll work because it'll still be big enough to, you know what I mean, to go on the front of a shirt. I didn't need a really, really big design because I haven't designed anything that, but not saying I can't design it because I can. It's just that my brand, I don't need a design that's this big.
Yeah.
Mine, I just need it right here and I'm good.
There's one thing I do like about Transfer Express with the gang sheets and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I was able to gang up, say for instance, like my neck labels and also like small chest prints. And I had all of those like on one sheet. So, you know, very cost effective.
The extra transfers that they give. Do you be getting blessed? Do they be blessing your game with a lot of extra transfers, or they only be hitting you with the one?
I'd be lucky if I get the one, but then again, I never really went inside my package to see how many extra ones I got.
Oh, for real? Man, hey, Transfer Express, one thing I love about Transfer Express, they'll surprise you sometimes. Sometimes you just get that one extra one. Most of the times I get that one extra. But sometimes they'll bless the game, and I don't know if they probably just messed up the order or something.
Right.
But they 10 extra sheets, 20 extra sheets. For real.
That's a come up.
I promise they done did anytime I've gotten like a lot of times I get 50 or more transfers, man, they'll hit me probably with like 10, 20 extra transfers.
Wow. That's good. That's really good.
Yeah. So it'd be real good for business and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Is your brand the only thing that you do? Are you what's up with custom orders?
I do, believe it or not, I get a lot of custom orders. And because of TikTok, I kind of branched out into ice dyeing and tie dyeing. And I'm telling you, I never thought a day in my life that I would rock tie dye. I'm like, oh, I don't want to rock that. But I got onto TikTok and I started seeing these tie dyes, and I'm like, oh, that's hot. But my sweet spot is ice dyeing, where you're actually using ice to do the same thing as you would do with regular tie dye. And it's with fiber reactive dye, powdered dye, and ice, and it comes out amazing. Like, amazing.
I seen you get addicted to that.
That's
I seen at first you was using the Rita, the Rit.
I done upgraded.
Yeah, I seen you was doing that at first with the liquid, and then I see you in that the one where you got all your powders in. Oh, you went crazy.
I upgraded, and now I've learned. I got my own little style now, because I seen another TikToker do what they call a geoid type of style. And you know, if you know what a geoid rock is, like, yeah, it has a certain kind of jagged shape, and then inside the stone is like amazing, right? It looks like glass. So I finally figured out how to get that same style from the rock onto the shirt, rocking it out. Like, that's my sweet spot. Like, if you want some dope ice dye hoodies, I do that. Yes.
And you are incorporating the tie-dye into the Just Be You apparel.
The only thing I haven't done yet, I haven't asked, well, I'm lying. I did put the logo on there for a couple of pieces. I'm still trying to figure out how to put the logo on it, like how I want the logo to look on the ice dye piece. It's coming because people are asking me for it. I'm just trying to figure out how to, you know, how to do it.
That's what I say. I'm seeing it. Like, I'm seeing the whole brand transform as it goes on this journey and stuff. Like, I'm seeing you.
It's just with ice dyeing, it's like, if I dye it, the next time I dye the next piece, it's not going to look exactly like the first piece. And that's what I love about it. Like, each piece is authentic to that piece. Like, I will never ice dye the same hoodie because it's just not going to come out that way because of the way the colors split with the ice. So the colors will be the same, but the design won't always be the same. It'll be different.
I have a segment on my T-Shirt Chronicles where I ask all my guests to bring a piece of apparel with a story behind it. Were you able to get you a piece of apparel?
I mean, I could definitely show you the one ice dye hoodie that when I did it, I said, this is it. Like I found what I'm good at on the more creative side. So let me grab that for you real quick. Okay. I'm back. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna show it to y'all.
I knew that was the one.
It's my favorite one.
I promise I knew that was gonna be the one.
It's my favorite one.
I knew that was gonna be the one. That was like how many you had done before you did that one?
Quite a few.
You had done it, yeah. You had already done a few before you did that one.
Hold on, I'm gonna put it on for y'all. So this is what we call like real ice dye. You know, you see how it looks like watercolors?
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite one.
It's like lava lamp.
Mm-hmm.
How the colors and stuff be in there.
You see pockets, and it just flow, and it's just like this seamless flow. This is what ice dye will get you. I love it.
I like that one. I like that one. Yeah, I knew that was gonna be the one. I had seen that when I was getting Coogee vibe. Is that, hold on, let me make sure I'm saying it right. Did I say it right?
Mm-hmm.
Those were the vibes I was getting.
Yeah.
Those were the vibes I was getting. I was getting Coogee vibes. I was like, what's up, man? I got when you call me Big Pop.
Exactly. I think this right here let me know that I had a really, really creative side, and I was determined to get the colors right. I was determined because if you looked at some of my prior stuff, I mean, it was okay. But when I did this one, like everything else after this one got even better.
Yeah.
You could tell that I've been studying, I've been practicing, and like I done stepped it up now. Like,
you got an all pink one. You got an all pink one. The sleeves on it. The sleeves on. I was like, ooh, that one came out nice.
That's what I was talking about. The geoid. But that one was for an actual customer. One of the girls from the Bestie Squad. She was like, I want a pink ice dye hoodie, and I did that for her. That joint was crazy.
Yeah. I was rocking with that one. I was rocking with that one. The sleeves was. Whoo. I'm just surprised. You gotta excuse me. I'm honestly surprised your TikTok thing. It constantly just it's tripping me out. It tripping me out. Like
I mean, you're not the only person that
going
says
so
it.
slow. It's like it hasn't. You going live hasn't made the following jump up even faster.
I mean, I definitely acquire new followers every time I go live. I'm definitely growing, but you're not the only one. Like everybody in the squad, everybody that comes through is like, we thought you would have been like 30K by now, 50K. And when I tell you I'm loyal, like I'm on live every single day, 2 to 3 times a day. I'm having massive amounts of people on my live, and they stay on my live. It's not like they jump on and jump off. Like they stay on and we talk for hours. But like I said, it got to be that one video that is random and it just goes viral in order for you to like get up there.
Have you tried backup page? Because maybe you do have a backup page?
I do have a backup page that I'm trying to build right now so that I can get up to 1,000 followers so that I can go live on the backup. Because one thing that I dread is TikTok wanting to shut. They're quick to shut you down, and then you don't have nowhere else to go. So you should always have like a backup page, especially when you're growing. Because from what I heard, the bigger accounts that get super duper big, sometimes they get shut down and you can't even retrieve anything. Like somebody was on my live today and they shut him down and he doesn't even know why. And now he lost everything.
Especially businesses.
Right.
Especially the small businesses too. I'm just seeing people randomly, TikTok just pages banned. No reason. No, just random bans and stuff like that. Cut off. And these people got to totally regroup.
And start all over again.
From their business.
Yep. That's the scary part. But you know, you just got to think smarter, not harder, and just have a backup, be adding content to your backup page, and just keep building.
Are you as consistent on your backup page as you are on your main page?
I'm going to be honest. No, not as consistent, but I've been really consistent like this last week or two after I got, shut down for a couple days. I still don't even know why. But it was a learning lesson because it got me building my backup page real quick. So
you just got a random ban?
It said misinformation, whatever that is.
See?
I don't know. I follow a lot of the bigger like grow hosts that like grow, and I found out that there's certain like keywords that their system looks for. So if somebody says a certain keyword, they may shut it down. If you said a certain word, they may shut it down. It could be anything random and they shut you down. So that's why you should have multiple social media accounts all over the place so you're not totally dependent on TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah. You do not want to do that. You do not want to do that. Put all your
Don't
on these
pigeonhole
social media
yourself.
sites. Put all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly.
Because then they hold the power.
And you're gonna be crying. Don't pigeon yourself in a hole. Like, definitely be able to go back to Facebook, go to Instagram, go to Pinterest, go to Twitter if you have to. Like,
what did you build your support system through social media, or did you build your support system through the community, your community?
I started with social media at first. I started on Facebook, then I took it over to Instagram. Then from Instagram, I took it over to Clubhouse. From Clubhouse, I was going back and forth between Clubhouse and all this other channels. And then I got onto Pinterest. And then a little bit of Twitter. And then now TikTok.
And which one has been your most successful one?
I think the reason why Facebook is decent for me is because I know a lot of people. But that doesn't mean that they're my target audience. Huh?
Personally, you know a lot of people.
Yeah, I know a lot of people. Yeah. So those people follow me and they support me. They've been knowing me for years. But I wouldn't say that that's my target audience. I would say I've been getting a lot of support from TikTok, believe it or not. And through I have done some ads. I really can't say that ads has been something that was bringing me customers. Yeah. But I would say between Instagram definitely and TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting business from Facebook, but it's off of the strength that these people know me.
Even on your business page, or you using your personal page?
I use both.
Both? You use both?
Yep, I use my business and my personal on Facebook, and then I use my business on Instagram, and then I got my personal on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So I cross promote on all of them. Everything.
Okay. See.
So I'm able to tap into different audiences on my personal and on my business.
That's good. And have you been able to maintain through your journey, maintain the same support from all your people?
I would say yeah. And then now that I've been on TikTok, they've been coming over to my Instagram and now following me over on Instagram. So what I think I'm gonna start doing is going back live on Instagram and just building the community over there a little bit more, because I mean, everybody already knows that I'm building over on TikTok world. So I'm going to build a little bit more on Instagram now.
Like that. With your paid advertisement, how do you feel about that?
I learned my lesson. If you do paid advertising, just make sure that you have a budget for it. The difference between, like, on Instagram, you have your traffic and your conversion ads. And your traffic ad is going to do exactly what it says. It's going to send people to your website, but that might not necessarily mean that they're going to purchase with you. Your conversion ads are mainly people that maybe have seen you before and they feel comfortable in actually making a purchase. The difference is the price. It's a little bit more cheaper to advertise with traffic than it is for conversion. Conversion, you gonna pay. So if you're getting into business and you want to do Instagram traffic and Facebook traffic, just make sure that you have a marketing budget, because just doing $10 is not really going to yield you the results that you want as far as sales.
Yeah, that was a mistake. I made. Not knowing my budget, basically just going in with the advertisement and trying to figure it out and stuff like that.
Right. You end up losing money if you.
Yeah, it cost me a lot of money. Cost me a little money and stuff like that. And it would usually, it feels like my advertisement the only activity I would get was people I knew that I could market to myself. Like I didn't have to pay for them to see
Right.
my pages.
Right now, I'm just finding that being consistent in posting every day and utilizing the free tools, which is my reels and my TikTok videos, that then will translate into sales, because it's like free promo and you didn't have to pay for it, but you really just got to be consistent and you got to post your information everywhere. It's a little bit of extra work, but if you want it, you're going to do what you need to do until you get to that point to where your business is just, you have that loyal fan base to where if you say, oh, I'm getting ready to drop something, everybody's sitting there waiting, and then you sell out in 10 minutes. So that's the goal eventually, to have people like, you know, stalking you like, oh, you about to drop it right now? Okay, because I'm ready.
Waiting for that drop. Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds like a good, strong support system right there. You know what I'm saying? As far as like people with the brand, you know, you want that type of support system with your brand. That's what I was like with my brand. I want a foundation, a solid foundation of support.
Right.
You know, where they rocking with me. What's new? What's coming out next? What you got next? What?
Right. They're legit pre-order, sitting there like waiting. They like, oh, you gonna do pre-orders? Because I'm ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Not the sliding by real quick, boom, and go on about their business and not paying too much attention to anything. What is the future of just BU Apparel?
For me, the future is to of course to grow and to have like a small team, because of course I can't do it by myself, and to eventually have like, I've had a warehouse and all of that kind of stuff, but I kind of do want like a space to where everything can be in one space, which I guess is considered like a small warehouse space where I can press. If I wanted to do embroidery, I can. If I want to do DTG, I can. And then all of my inventory is all in one spot. So a nice little small, I don't want a storefront. I like being online. So a nice small warehouse that I can house all of my stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You prefer the online thing. You
Yeah, I don't want to be in a store and be having to be behind the register. I don't want to do any of that. I want to sell online. I want the business to sort of run itself. Because if you got a storefront, then you have to find people to run it, and you know, I want to be able to like go on vacation and know that I could still run it and not have to be there.
I also seen that you bleach tees.
I love it. I know you like, damn, she do everything.
I promise. I'm like I say, I started from the beginning. Like it looked like you started out like it looked like the brand was first.
Yes.
That's what it seemed like. The brand was first, and then you got, as you was doing the brand, you got into all the bleaching, tie dye, and as you was going along.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, just because you're a t-shirt brand doesn't mean that you have to do the same old. You got to be able to explore other options and to see what works for your brand. And I think at the time when I was doing bleaching, I wanted to see if it resonated with people, because that's something that, yeah, I could still put my logo on there. I could still put graphics on that shirt. It's just giving it a different texture. I love bleaching, but I feel like ice dyeing and tie dyeing is just me, because I've like perfected it. Mm-hmm. If somebody wanted something bleached, I can do it. Like I've perfected that too, like my own style. But I think that you'll see more of these type of hoodies from me as far as in you know, in my Ice Dye hoodie collection. That would just be its own separate collection. And of course, you know, I'll put the logo on there and stuff like that. And it'll be more of like, I really want it to be like a one of a kind type of collection, to where if you buy it, nobody else will have it.
So that's how you work in the tie-dye?
That's how yeah, because it's hard to duplicate it, like, unless you make a big batch. And so I kind of want it to be personalized. Like if I put it up on my website, nobody else is going to have it but you. But I'm still trying to figure out how to incorporate that in my brand without getting lost, because my brand is my brand and I don't want people to get lost in what it is that I'm trying to do. You see what I'm saying?
And I can honestly say that with how I see the Just Be You apparel brand incorporating the tie-dye, it does seem like a whole different vibe.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a whole different vibe. And that's why when you have t-shirts and sweatshirts, you have collections. And collections, it's just like Nike. Nike will put out a collection where you got like the swoosh and is real small, but then they'll come out in the spring with floral prints and all these different prints with a small little, I mean, these are all seasonal collections. You know what I'm saying? You may never see it again. You'll get it for the season and that's it. But you got to go with the times. You got to go with what people are looking for and what they want. You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta, these are more of like my custom items. Like if somebody asks me to make it for them, I'll make it for them. But as far as putting them on the site, I haven't done that yet because I'm still building my brand and I want people to be clear about what I'm doing first before I throw this on my website. And then they're like, okay, well, what are you doing? So that's why it's fun to do it in videos. And then if people start saying like, I want that, and there's like an abundance of people saying, I want that, then that's different. But I don't think I will mix this with the brand Just Be You Apparel as of yet, because I still want y'all to resonate with my brand and get to know my brand before I drop, extra fun stuff in the loop.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. With your site, you going through Etsy, Shopify?
I'm doing Shopify right now.
Shopify?
Mm-hmm.
You good with Shopify? You happy with them?
I love it. I've learned, because I built my site myself. So I learned how to navigate through it. So if I'm bored with it, I can always switch it up and redesign it. So it does right by me.
You took any other Shopify classes and stuff like that?
No, I'm self-taught.
Oh, for real? I've been trying. I gotta go. Mine's simple. I haven't dove deep into the. I gotta get deep into the Shopify, because you can take full advantage of it.
Yes. I pay for it. I'm self-taught as far as building websites and doing graphic design. So I've only paid one person to build a site for me, and that's when I started in business almost 13 years ago. So ever since then, I've kind of taught myself how to do it, and it's just been work. You just have to have patience.
Okay. I'll tell you, I enjoy doing research on you though. I ain't even gonna lie.
I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it.
I was catching the vibe. Like I was on the TikTok dancing. I'm laughing. I'm getting information. I'm getting gems and everything. So it was a whole vibe on your TikTok.
Because I just don't talk, like by myself. Like I drop gems. I'm funny. I give you business tips to grow your brand. Like it's fun over here. It's fun.
It is. I was looking at your sales map. How's that going?
My sales map is doing really good to be only in business for 7 months. I think that it's doing really, really well. I still need to hit the West Coast. And so And that's where if you do ads, you can actually target your ads to target the states that you haven't gotten sales in. That's why it's very important for you to know exactly where your sales are coming from so that you can retarget those states.
And that was a good gem right there.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
Because
she just dropped that extra one on y'all.
Because when you do retargeting, when you're in your ads manager on Facebook, like it'll ask you the demographic and it'll ask you what states. Never just put like the United States, because the United States is too broad. You want to narrow it down. You know what I'm saying? So now that I know that the West Coast and the Midwest, I'm missing those states, those would be the states that I put as far as who I want my ads to be shown to.
Okay. What's another brand that you may have been influenced by or inspired by?
I'm gonna give this young man some kudos. He wasn't the one that actually got me started in doing what I'm doing, but I came across him when I came to TikTok. Have you heard of the Lounge Fit? Lounge Fit.
I'm gonna look him up.
Let me tell you, that brother right there, I loved his story, and I loved his journey, and I seen what he went through with his manufacturers and how he came out. He did an amazing photo shoot, and I think he actually got featured in the news for his brand. He spent his life savings on coming out. Like, it was one of those things where, like, I'm gonna go all in, and this gotta work. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he did. And I could truly honestly say that he's one brand that I was like low key, like going on his lives and like
he was giving you some motivation and stuff. Like you go to get a little motivation.
Yeah. And he doesn't even really, I think I might have told him once, but I know he doesn't remember. But he's one of the brands that I was like, he did a good job. And, you know, I learned a couple gems from him, and he designed his stuff, and I was like, okay.
Who is someone you would like to see your clothing on?
Ooh. Let me see. I mean, I know it's out of range, but it's always a thought. Like, I could actually see, say for instance, like, that's a good question. I'm not gonna say the cliche ones that everybody think I'm gonna say, because everybody would want to see them in their sweats. But someone like, I wouldn't mind having like Jay-Z, and the reason why I say that, because Beyonce's line really reminds me of like her Ivy Park line. Reminds me of like where I'm trying to go with my brand, like how it's like streetwear, but it's a little bit more classier. So, you know, her and her husband may be rocking something like that. I could see like Remy Ma probably putting on like, you know, one of my hoodies or something like that. I could also see old girl that does the Super Scent. I could see her actually, Super Scent, she was the like
oh yeah, I know.
With the makeup.
She came popular on Instagram though. Was it Instagram?
Well, no, she was on Facebook doing her videos, and then she came out with a makeup line and sold out in like 10 minutes and became a millionaire.
I seen that.
Yeah, I could see her actually like rocking like a nice like one of my T-shirts, like that Luxe Babe collection, and having her face done up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Yeah. She give me that classy hood.
Even Tiana Taylor, I could see her rocking. Tiana Taylor, she wears like a lot of sweats and stuff like that. I could see her wearing my brand.
That's another good one. That's another good one right there. You do the athletic clothing and stuff too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you're gonna be doing everything, right?
Nope. I'm not going to do everything, but I do hoodies, t-shirts, and athleisure wear. That's what I do.
So what, the athletic wear, was that just something you was doing then? You're not going to do
No,
athletic wear?
no. I mean, I came out with three custom pieces. So now when the spring comes around, I'll be working on new pieces for the spring and for the summer.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So those are my three main things that I like to focus on: my t-shirts, my sweatshirts, and my athleisure wear, because I have a whole tribe of people that they're in the gym and they work out, men and women, and they're looking for me to bring out like new styles and stuff like that so that they can work out in the gym.
Yeah.
And I get those pieces are also made by my manufacturer because they're custom. I just don't find something and say, okay, put this on. Like, I custom make those.
All that, all those?
Yes, my athleisure wear is custom. You won't find them anywhere.
Okay, that's cool right there. That's cool right there. And another thing, this your t-shirts that you got your t-shirts with the rhinestone is the extra sleeve. Tell me, what am I saying?
What you talking about? My arm sleeves?
It's the shirt, but it got the extra sleeve that got the.
Oh, okay. So about that, that's what happens when you are trying to figure out what your brand should be. So when I came out, I decided to bring in other pieces, right? And this is just something for y'all that learn from my mistakes. You set your mind to say, okay, this is what I'm going to do, but you could get highly influenced by outside people. You start looking at what other people are doing and thinking that that's going to work for you, and it actually may not work for you. So what I decided to do was, I had my brand, but I wanted to bring in other pieces that wasn't like my brand, but they were other pieces that might have appealed to women. And that's how you get sidetracked in business. And I realized, I'm like, wait a minute. If I start selling these items, then it's going to confuse my audience on what it is that I'm trying to do. And that's when you have to have a long talk with yourself and say, you know, how do I reel myself back in to really showcase my business and not showcase other pieces that may not necessarily have anything to do with my business. So that's where the shirts came in with the bling and everything like that. That was a stage where I was like, oh, maybe I can bring this in, which it worked out. People bought them, but that wasn't my brand. That wasn't just be you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know, you learn, and I'm glad that you know, I had that conversation with my own man. He was like, get back to the brand. You got to take a step back. You know, we all got to take a step back and reevaluate what we're doing. I'm going to be one of the realest, you know, guest hosts on your show and tell you sometimes you got to take a step back and reevaluate what you're doing. And I'm glad I did, because now I have found like my niche. I found what I'm good at. I found what I love doing, and it shows in my work, and it shows in my products. It's amazing.
That's what's up. Man, Trish, you answered everything I could think to ask you. You were great.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me on your show. Much love and blessings. I know you're going to blow up, and, you know, at least I was a part of the T-Shirt Chronicles.
Yeah. So, Trish, I appreciate you.
Much love.
Bless me with your time.
Thank you so much.
All the gems, all the information. You hooked me up with information.
I'm glad. You know, it's sharing is caring.
Right? Like you said, to even interact with you, you better have a notebook.
I'm telling you, you never know when I'm gonna drop gems. So you make sure
feel
you
me?
don't be no stranger on TikTok and come holler at us.
Hey, most definitely, most definitely, most definitely. Hey, Trish, thank you again.
Thank you.
You have a blessed day.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right.